I brought the system, power supply, tape deck and joysticks for £55, and it was sold as working, which isn't entirely true, but then that's kind of good because it means I've got lots of things that I can do to restore it. First off, we can see that some of the keys are incredibly yellowed, and also the case has some yellowing on the top. I've been doing some testing. I found that the 5V output of the power supply is very intermittent. The control, both shift keys and the brake keys don't work. And from what I can see, the play and the forward is not working on the tape, but rewind does work. So they're the things that we need to address. Now I've already quickly taken this apart and had a look inside, and we can see that the shield is rusty on the top, but it's okay underneath. Somebody has already done a power mod, which I'm guessing is to get around the problem with the 5V power supply. I've taken the keyboard apart and done some quick checking, and it looks like there's a problem with the membrane on the keyboard. So coming up in what may be a few videos, we'll be looking to first of all repair the membrane to get things going, generally cleaning and retro-brighting the keyboard and the case, cleaning up the metal, get rid of that rust, look at the mods that people have done, possibly making a new power supply. I have one of these little power bricks left over from the reflow oven, which gives out 5V at 2 amps, which should be enough to power this system. Looking to fix the tape drive, but more than likely I'm going to be making an SDMax system, and I've just finished printing this, which is a connector to go in the back, and I've already got most of the parts to make the SDMax, which is an Arduino Uno and an Elegoo touchscreen. So it's just a matter of assembling that, putting the firmware on, finishing off making the connector. I have some of the Molex crimps here. I think they're a little bit too wide. I have some other ones on the way, but I've tweaked the model of the connector to work with the Molex crimps that I already have. So in the future, depending on how the membrane repair goes, I might look at ordering the custom chip and upgrading this board, which is a 130XE revision 1.2 board, to 128K. It has the 2 spacers and it's missing the U34. So I'm thinking I might order those from Best Electric and getting the membrane and getting the custom chip at the same time, because there's a minimum order for international, and then doing the upgrade. That is what we've got coming up on this Atari 65XE restoration video series. It's not going to be a guide, I've never done this before, so it's going to be more of a video log of me diagnosing and fixing the problems as we go along. I also have to thank Gadget UK, Jan Beta, 8-Bit Guy, Adrian Black and Retro Man Cave, because it's thanks to their previous work where they've already done all of these things on various models of old 8-bit computers, that I can just reference what they've done and instantly diagnose the faults and fix them, rather than having to spend the time trying to figure these things out. So a big thank you guys, love all of your channels, big inspiration for me going down this route of trying to restore an old retro 8-bit computer. I never had an Atari 8-bit computer. I had an Acorn Electron, and then Commodore and Spectrum, and eventually moved up to Atari ST, then Amiga 2000, and then eventually moved on to PC. But this is going to be a new adventure. I've never had an 8-bit Atari computer, had the VCS, so I'm looking forward to having a play with this, and hopefully you'll join me in my Adventures in 8-Bit Restoration.